Everyone is talking about data centers in India, cloud services in India. But do you know what is the capacity of the data centers in India? What is our ranking compared to the other countries like USA, UK, Japan, China? Compared to them, where are we right now? And what is the growth forecast? Do you know that in less than a decade's time, India is going to be the world's #1 country in terms of data center capacity. So the power consumption of data centers in India, the third-party data centers in India today stands around 900 megawatt, and very soon, in just 3 years from now, this is going to cross 2 gigawatts. Can you imagine, just 3 to 4 years from now, this is going to touch 2 gigawatts, and just within Navi Mumbai itself, the demand which has come for power, all the new data centers that are coming up in Navi Mumbai, they have put a demand of 3 gigawatts with the power generation and distribution companies. Just Navi Mumbai. Then imagine what is happening simultaneously in Hyderabad, what is going on in Bangalore. Massive demand is going to come up. And in 10 years from now, by 2032, India would be #1 in the world. This is the forecast from the Analyst, that in terms of power consumption of the data centers, they have projected that India would surpass 4 gigawatts to 5 gigawatts in next 10 years. But I can tell you that it would be far more than that. And let me explain you. Now you will ask me, how can India surpass the data center capacity over China, more than America or any other country in the world? So let me explain you why all this is going to happen. You know that India has the largest number of mobile users, the cellular data users, the smartphone users. Compared to any of the other countries, this is growing at the fastest rate in India. And beyond the cellular data, all the data that is getting generated in this company, all the digital initiatives that are happening in this country, those are actually booming the growth of data centers and cloud services in India. But another big reason that is happening, which is also resulting in such massive growth of data centers in India, is that the new generation technologies that are coming, they need a lot of compute power, they need a lot of data center capacity. But now, from last 3 years, last 4 years, the data center capacity is continuously actually guzzling up the power. So what is happening is, all the cloud services that are getting deployed, they need more and more floor space in the data center. So until 3 or 4 years back, the chipsets were shrinking in size. So from a 10 nanometer to a 7 nanometer to a 5 nanometer to up to a 3 nanometer. So the smallest distance that could be achieved inside a chip between 2 points is now 3 nanometers from last couple of years. And this won't go below 3 nanometers for next couple of years. We really don't know whether 5 years or whether 7 years or 10 years, but at least for next couple of years time, the chips cannot accommodate more compute power. But the new generation IoT project, the smart metering that is happening in the country, all the digital banking initiative, every day, do you know the number of UPI transactions that are done in India every day? You will be amazed that 7 billion UPI transactions are happening every day. When we initiated the Mudra project, the Mudra Yojana project, we never anticipated that in this country, such a massive volume of loans can be disbursed in a year. Do you know how many Mudra loans have been disbursed in last 8 years? Just a wild guess, take a wild guess. In last 8 years, 43 crore Mudra loans have been disbursed. Do you know how many smart meters are implemented in India? The utility meters, the energy meters are being replaced, and till date 4 million smart meters have been implemented in India. Majority of them are running on ESDS cloud platform. We never anticipated this could happen. All the cooperative banks in India, they are going on a digital model. They are implementing core banking. They are implementing digital channels. The farmers are taking benefit on their cellular phones. They are on their smartphones. They are accessing agri-tech solutions on their smartphones. Imagine this is the kind of transformation that is happening in India. But the chipsets are not shrinking in size. You need more and more servers. You need more and more storages. All of them are going to need a lot of data center space, and there is a possibility that in less than 15 years from now, we will cross 10 gigawatts of data center capacity in India. Very likely, very likely. We had never imagined the numbers that I have spoken today. Those have happened. Unreal numbers have happened, and those are the reality of the today. So 10 gigawatts of data center capacity, absolutely possible in a very near future. India needs to plan for this kind of humongous growth that is going to happen in the data center industry, and we need to allow data centers to run fully on renewable power. We need to give more facilities to the data center so that they can create an independent data center economy. Our data centers should not become a roadblock for the growth of the country, because what is happening now, the data centers in UK are actually guzzling out the power of the housing. So the people, the residential colonies are now going against the data centers, that why are you giving our power to the data center? We don't want that situation to happen in India. So to stop that from happening, give separate privileges to data centers in India. They should generate their own power wherever they want to generate within India. Let them transport that data on their own, or maybe through the government channels, through the distribution companies, the transmission companies. Let them consume any location in India, at any location in India, and let them run on their own power. Country, whatever the discoms or the generation companies are going to generate, let them generate it for the people, let them generate for the industries. Let the data centers generate solar power, wind power, hydel power, whatever kind of power, because data centers can bring a lot of investment in India. But government and all the states, the distribution companies need to understand that this is an opportunity. It should not become a disaster for the country tomorrow when you are running short of power and data centers are sucking out all the power of the country. So in a country where right now we are consuming 210 gigawatts of power, data centers are only at 1 gigawatts right now, but very soon the data centers would be starting to consume 5%, 6% of the country's total power. And that is the time when we need to create more and more opportunity for the data centers to grow and not to stop their growth. So keep on watching this space. I'm going to share some more innovative things that are happening in the country and what is happening in the cloud space. Keep watching, stay subscribed to my channel.